Qatar, introduce yourself to our honorable attendees.
Thank you very much. First of all, it's a very great opportunity for me. Thanks very much for having me in this interview. It was really special because I have had so many interviews from international channels. I have had interview at CNN.com. I had an interview on Telemundo TV. That's a Spanish, very large Spanish channel. We just had an interview with Fox TV from USA, NBC. But it's a really great opportunity for us to have an Arab channel, coming to the store. So Alhamdulillah, we have been here from the past 22 years. This is my 23rd year in Qatar, and 23 years before, somebody came back in my country where I was working, with the carpets, and then he told me about that you should come to Qatar. And honestly, that time I did not know where exactly is the Qatar. So back in my home in Kashmir as well as in Pakistan, we have been dealing with handmade carpets, which are very unique kinds of rugs, and made by different families. Tribal families or nomad families, as well as some great rugs from my own family in the north part of Kashmir in Indian side. So we were dealing in these carpets back in Pakistan. I had a customer there, and from Qatar, and I'm talking about in 1999. So he came to my store and to buy some carpets, and he said you should come to Qatar. And honestly, that time I really did not know where is Qatar. I thought Qatar is part of Saudi Arabia. So I told him, I don't know, maybe I should go to Qatar and all that. He said, because I was reluctant to go to Saudi Arabia. I told him, maybe I don't know. When he said Qatar is a very prosperous and developing country, you should come here. So finally, I told him, all right, make the visa. So he helped me to arrange the visa, and October 1999 I came to Qatar, and within 3 days, believe me, within 3 days I realized that I should open up a business here. So with his help, we could find a sponsor here, who also is our main partner and invested partner, and his name is Mr. Isa Al Khalefi, and one of the great partner I could ever have. He's a really wonderful man. So with his help, he supported, and with his help we immediately could manage to establish this company. And at that time we had a different name. Its name was as Kashmir Handicrafts Emporium. Then, but the name Rugman means the person who sells the carpets. So it became, because everybody would call me Rugman, so this Rugman became extremely famous in Doha. And I had so many interviews from international channels. I had an interview from CNN. I had an interview from many other private channels. I had an interview in aljazeera.com. So Rugman, day by day it became famous, and finally we decided to make the Rugman as a company. So we established this company, alhamdulillah, in 1999. And since then we are here.
وأقولها بكل فخر، أنا كطاري خير ومحبة محضاري. وأقولها بكل فخر، أنا كطاري.
Let's talk about the service provided from RUGMAN.
Yes.
And what's the special and unique product here in RUGMAN?
Exactly.
And what makes RUGMAN now special in the market here
exactly.
in Doha and even in the international market?
Exactly. So RUGMAN actually provides most unique handmade carpets made by different tribal families of Central Asia. So tribal families, I mean by Badus, the Badus who live in the mountains, who breed a lot of sheep, and from that sheep they get this wool and they weave these carpets in their tents. So these people have been making extremely unique carpets, and we have been going into these places in different parts of Central Asia, Afghanistan, some northern part of Iran, Turkmenistan, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, where these nomads have been living, and they have been making these rugs, and we collect these pieces which are comparatively very unique than what you find in the market. Doha market, it's not a big market, but it's a very special market for handmade rugs. You have lots of handmade rugs in this country, but most of the rugs which you find in this country are commercial. Why we call them commercial? Because they are made for selling into the market. They are made for the selling. They make them and they sell them. the carpets which we bring here are made by private families, unique families, and they make them for their own use, and after they use them, they get them into the market and they sell them. So every carpet is individual and unique. So that is the reason what an individual customer which is in the market is looking for. You know, there is a carpet, commercial carpet, which is sold in one store, and then another store, same carpet is sold.
Yeah, and for sure this is the secret
of my business.
Of the business, and for the, now we talk about satisfied and happiness of the customer. Of,
absolutely,
of
absolutely.
For sure. And also, as we know now, for sure, Mr. Riyaz had a vision, okay,
yes,
for the future.
Yes.
For and had a plan and strategy to maintain your current position now in the market,
Alhamdulillah,
or even to further develop your
inshallah,
business in the future.
Inshallah.
Can you tell us about this strategy and plan in the future? What did you see now the RUGMAN after five years?
Hopefully we will have a much better and bigger store. Hopefully we are looking for, because you know, before my clientele was mostly Western communities here, and then but Alhamdulillah, since after FIFA, when we start getting more into social media, we start getting more interviews, we start getting more into, you know, website, like we have a Facebook page, we have an Instagram page, and we start getting more and more Qatari, you know, clients. And Qatari clients are, because the era is changing, everybody has been, you know, looking for Persian rugs, but Persian rugs now are so many everywhere in the market. But the new customer, you know, even the young generation of this country is amazing. They want something unique and special, and they don't want those traditional carpet which they have seen from centuries, or from even their parents and ancestors have bought. You know, they want something new and special. So we have something new and special for them. So I have a great vision that inshallah ta'ala it will be more developed. My store, my company will be more developed, because we will have a lot more local customers. You know, the most important target for me now is local customers, because we are already, you know, in the international market, we are already everywhere almost.
Inshallah. Mr. Riyadh, the message to the government for this condition?
You know, Alhamdulillah, it's been absolutely amazing to have this live in this country from last 23 years, and honestly, I believe this is my own country now. And I really would like to, end up my life here in this country, because this is such one of the most safest country I have ever lived in. I have lived in many countries with my business, so I'm really very thankful personally to Sheikh Hamad bin Khalifa Al Thani as well as Sheikh Tamim for giving us such a great opportunity for the outside investors, and giving such a amazing atmosphere in this country that you completely feel safe. My family is grown here. My children were very little when I came to this country. They got graduated from this country, and inshallah they will be future of this country because they want to work in this country. So this is really an amazing thing for me to be in this country, and I'm very thankful for that.
For sure, and also from our TV channel we give thanks to the government, and God bless Sheikh Hamad bin Khalifa.
Ameen ya Rab, Ameen ya Rab, Ameen.
Finally, I would give opportunity for our viewers. The contact numbers below the screen now. They can contact the RUGMAN, and also if can you tell us about where can they reach the store?
This beautiful store is in Al Mirgab Street, Al Mirgab Al Jadid Street, and in Al Nasser area, right in front of the Doha Souk Mall. So it is right in front of that, and we are here from last 22 years, and we really welcome everybody in the store, and I assure every viewer and customer that they will have an amazing experience to be in this store.
واقولها بكل فخر، انا قطاري خير ومحبه محضاري، واقولها بكل فخر، انا قطاري ودايم ديوي، قطر غاليه ومحبوباتي، يوم الشدايد والوغى مثل الحجر ما نبطاري. أنا